So over here we have some celeriac and parsnips. Celeriac is that large little bulb over there in the corner. Yep, that's that beautiful guy. And you literally just, we would cut that down, have it around, and then take the parsnips, peel them down, cut them up, and then you just put them in boiling salted water. Now these have been cooking now for about a half an hour, and it's really
nice and tender.
Nice and tender, should be ready to go. We'll check them real quick before we start cutting up. Yeah, you can tell by just your fingers, as long as you have chef hands, you can tell.
Or you can just pierce it with a knife, I guess, right?
Yeah, that works too. So we're just gonna strain it off real quick. That's a little hot, so let's get a spoon. All right, so after these are cooked and tender, we're just gonna put them in here, puree them up a little bit, and that'll be part of the base for this dish.
Okay, great.
Just drop that off over there. Get some heavy cream. All right, so here we have the celeriac and parsnip puree that we just cooked.
Very nice.
Added a little bit of heavy cream, and then there's no seasoning in this just yet.
Okay.
We're gonna add some salt, some white pepper. I add the white pepper, obviously just because it's a white dish. Keep the color consistent white. You don't want those big black chunks in it.
Right. Keep it nice and smooth.
Yes. So again, the longer you cook it, the longer you puree it, you can get it much smoother than what this is.
Okay.
But we're just gonna leave this the way it is for right now. So I've got my salt, I've got the coarse, or the fine grind white pepper. I'm just gonna mix that in, and then that should be done and ready to go.
Okay, great.
And the next dish that we're gonna start is the jalapeno apple butter.
Ooh,
so
that just sounds good.
Those, jalapenos, the elk, it really adds this nice depth of flavor.
You like spicy foods?
I do.
Yeah, me too.
Well, here's the thing. This is not spicy at all.
Really?
There is zero heat to this.
Wow.
I do not like heat at all.
Okay.
And this is like the perfect dish for me. So what's strange about this recipe, I don't peel them, I don't core them, I don't take the stem out, I don't do anything. All I do is I wash them and I take the sticker off.
So it's
That's
easy.
all you do.
Oh.
You take that out, and then you put them in the pot. I'm just gonna do this with a couple apples and some of the jalapenos, and that's all you gotta do. Add a little vinegar, start cooking it down. We could let it cook for about a half an hour.
Okay. Now, do you strain all of that out?
Yep, we're gonna it'll all get strained out at the end.
Brilliant.
So I prefer a chinois, which is a very fine mesh strainer. You can just use your normal household one; they work just as well. So
nice. I bet you get a lot of extra pectin from the seeds also.
Yes, and that's exactly what we're doing it for. Is you get the tannins from the skin,
right?
You get the pectin and everything.
So
So
more
it adds
flavor, better
awesome
texture.
Yes.
Love it.
So this is apple cider vinegar. Obviously, you're going to use the apple cider vinegar. Enhance that appley flavor. Some jalapenos.
Now, do you take the seeds and the ribs out?
Depends on the heat. If
Gotcha.
you want the heat, we're going to leave the heat in. We're going to leave the seeds in.
All
we're
right.
going to add a little heat to this one, and it's just you add them in. Super simple. Throw it over a low heat. Let it cook for half an hour, 20 minutes, until really those apples start to come down and they look like applesauce.
Applesauce, nice.
And then you're going to take it, either a stick blender, a regular blender, a food processor, whatever you want to use, puree it up so it's nice and smooth. Then you're going to do the straining like we talked about, and then you're actually going to measure how much you have. For every cup of liquid of apple measurement, you add a half a cup of sugar.
Okay.
Oh.
Now that is what really is going to add the perfect ratio of sweetness to the, not overpowering.
And you're measuring that after you strain it?
After I strain it,
Okay.
yep. So a little bit of lemon juice. That acidity helps bring out the extra flavor. I don't even worry about the seeds because it's coming right out. Just throw it all in.
Okay, great.